Right. Okay, how is everybody feeling today? I hope everybody's feeling okay. That actually rhymed. Did not go into that expecting anything I said to rhyme, if I'm being completely honest. I'm also not going into this expecting anything to work. So if it does, I want you to scream as if it's the best thing you've ever seen. Because if you don't scream like it's the best thing you've ever seen, I will be pretty depressed. But yeah, I've had a great I've had a in comparison to what the average workday is like for me, a pretty damn good workday. So, I hope everybody else has as well. Obviously. Let me just turn off this. Let's do this. Let's make sure that my game capture works, because of course it's set to Clair Obscura. A very good game, but not the game we're playing at the moment. Boom. Let me get myself a quick drink. Don't worry about this, just... Don't worry about this. Ignore that person. Oh, yes, this is a shooting one. I remember. This is why I wanted to end the stream. Because I'm horrendous at using any weapons. I was really hoping there'd be an event here that meant I could quickly do this one. I wish this person the best. You know what also I want to do? We're just going to quickly... We're going to switch over to this. We're just going to go out of studio mode. So I can see myself bigger. Right, what do we have to do here? We had to use the weapons to collapse termite molds. Interact. That one. No? That one. Okay. Okay, hold on a second. Do I have to go over to them? Okay, never mind. How does this work? Okay, wait, that one's out. That one's out. Hold on a second. Got ya. What? But we pulled him out. What is this malarkey?
Arise, my creation.
Okay, let's try over here. That's on it. Why didn't that work? Oh, no, it did work. It's out. Okay, the last time it just didn't work. I picked up the meat. Do I then give the meat to you? Wait, the meat doesn't matter? Oh, I need to put it into the cook pot. Where's this cook pot? Show me the cook pot. There it is.
Replenishing.
Right. And then we can get on this poison one. If we do our work here, then maybe, just maybe, we can get through it a lot quicker. We pick it up. Screw that scorpion. Who cares about that scorpion? All my homies were like scorpions. Defend the camp? There's so many missions that appear on this. I swear I was checking like a bunch of missions before. I mean, I'm not against it. I quite like the events. The events have like a charm to them. Okay, I can also spar, I guess, with guards.
A meal today means no travel tomorrow.
Train hunters by sparring with them. Hey, Hunter. Do you want to have a fight? Oh, there's a jungle spider right there.
Stop. I give up.
Why are there so many spiders here? Who dropped all these spiders in my general location? Wait, you can't use the same one twice? You mean I can't fire in that direction? No, you're not a hunter technically. I keep forgetting that. You know what? Let's try out the ice shooter. Against this termite. Show me your larvae. That's what I wanted.
Without their heads, undead are just dead. Aim for the nest.
That's a good shout. I actually didn't know that you could aim for the heads and that actually worked.
Stay away.
You reckon I can make it from here? Probably not worth the risk. I don't think killing these spiders actually does anything for my help, but they're just sort of in the way, and so whenever I'm given the shot to... Whenever I'm told to shoot them, I shoot them. You know, whenever they say jump, I say how high. It's fine, they've got that place. I mean, I could help. But there's no need. It's all about division of labor, right? While they're helping defend against the undead, I'm making sure that termites are eaten. They're both equally important jobs, and they fit our skill set equally. I'm a critically acclaimed chef, so of course, feeding the masses is my job. Why didn't I do anything? Wait, I can retrieve the cooked larvae?
Have you brought trade?
Oh. Oh, there was an extra bit that I could have been doing. Oh, that's annoying.
Good meeting.
And now I've got to shoot another blimmin' larvae spawn. With fire. Because why wouldn't you shoot them with fire if given the option to shoot with fire?
I could outrun a centaur.
Well-known fact, I can outrun a centaur. Apparently. You keep falling unconscious, you're going to have to get up your own way. We're not always going to be here, and you're like 3 times the size, and you for some reason just don't... You don't have the ability to succeed. Stop shooting me. Ow. We're fine. We're fine. I'm immune to poison. Ignore the fact that I'm just going for the kills on these enemies and then just leaving. I mean, if the spiders were that size, do you reckon their legs would be a delicacy? I imagine their legs would be a delicacy. Feels like that's the only thing that makes sense. Don't know why they're attacking me, but I will gladly defend. I accidentally hit the button that switched my my thing. Switch me back. Immune to poison? That's like 50% of what I do. Well, thank you for that. I don't even know why they attacked me. I thought you normally have to activate those kinds of things. And they're just a bunch of frogs in the middle of nowhere. Also, I guess surprisingly here, there was just cauliflower. I mean, they look very good. I don't know if they're using their cauliflower. You know what? We're taking some cauliflower with us. Nope, nope. We're taking. There's a veteran boy here that I don't like the look of. I probably shouldn't have killed him, but cauliflower existed here, so it kind of tied my my hands were tied. How do I get up here? There feels like there is a path here of which I want to take to get something important. I wonder why that guy's innately hostile. That frog person.
I like new places.
That looks more than like a... That's not a vampire bat. That's not a bat. Let's have a look. Have a look at this thing. In your head, is that a bat? In any way? It's like a baby blimmin' wyvern. Or at least something draconic, I'd assume. Oh, damn. Were you supposed to go here to get this? I thought there was a chance, but I didn't think it was 100%. The Tomb of Mordus. Ow. Oh, I remember this. Wait, why didn't I pick that up before? I feel like I've been here before, because I remember picking those up and going, oh, it says I need to give them to somebody. In fact, I kind of remember this whole place. Not like hugely, but kind of. Oh, oh, can we drop on that? Yes, we can. Yeah, because I remember the mangled fish corpses. I must have been running... I must have... You know what would have been happening? I must have been doing story missions, and so I had to sort of, like, avoid this stuff. That's the only thing I could think of. I even remember that veteran shark, although that might just be a regular area. Okay, so it's in this building, right? It's gotta be. Ooh, a tomb. A tome. This place was these hero point things. I assume they're here so that you can effectively unlock everything. But it's kind of funny that I've picked one thing that I'm sticking with and I just haven't done any of the others. Okay, there's a hidden underwater area here. I don't know where it is, but whenever it says down and you're already at the top, that means there's a hidden underwater area. But this place needs defending, so I'm obviously going to help. Ooh, mask? Ooh, but it probably should be the pants. I wish it was all of it, though. Wait, how did they hold this place for so long? What? There isn't a player here. They've done 3 waves already without anyone. That's really impressive.
No matter what, protect this space.
Yeah, sure. I don't expect the NPCs to be this strong, but they must be pretty strong. Oh, nice. The one got multiple people. 5.
We're in for a fight.
Wait, did I get something from being here? I thought the closest one was like an underwater thing I was supposed to get. We gotta keep this area. Even if it means completely keeping them off the area like I'm doing right now.
They'll have to hit much harder.
The light should fade.
We're in for a fight.
But yeah, we fought at least... I fought at least 3 waves, and you fought at least 3 waves before me. What were they before? A debate? Stop doing the kick. I have nightmares about that kick. I hate it when they knock me over like that. Because effectively, if they wanted to, they could just kill me there. Nice. It's down. So let's have a look down here. Come on. Come on, I know there'll be something down here. Where is it? Where's the little secret entrance? You have to show me. Every time I get a little scared when I see that blimmin' shark, even though it's mine. Come on. Where is this thing? Where do we go? How do we move? So there's like a little pool here. Is it in this little pool here? It is in this little pool here. Ancient shark Pistrix. It's just dead. Oh, it's... You can still commune with it, though? It's an ancient shark that, seemingly even in death, is a target of worship? Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, and this is like a nice little, merchant. Yeah, let me take a look at... Oh, turret seats. No, I think I'm fine. I just want to sell you all the stuff I have that I can't use. Is that okay? Like this. Cool. I'm just going to also just go in here and just deposit all of my materials and compact a bit. What is this? I don't want it. I do want this, though. Oh, that's so much better. As I prefer the dress to the short skirt, honestly.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, I'm glad you bought my stuff. I don't know if it was a particularly useful thing, but assumedly if you're buying it, there must be some worth. Or maybe you're just doing it because I was nice enough to help you? Like a courtesy buy? Like that advert they occasionally show of Cadbury's where it's like a little girl is trying to pay and they're like, she puts like a coin on, a button, a little like little toy horse, and then he's like, you know, she hasn't given enough money, but he's like, he takes the button and the coin and goes, here's your change, and gives the horse back. Which wouldn't work in real life. Because I don't feel everybody would be... no, people would be nice. I feel like even if I was a...
We discovered ruins with impressive...
Even if I was a heartless boy, that would warm my heart. And I don't think I'm heartless, but I'm pretty close to it. What is this? Kill Risen, salvage loot, blow up boulders. Blow up boulders on the coast? So it's got nothing to do with this stuff. Unless, is it in the cave? Because there's no Risen here. Okay, let's use the bomb. Maybe the bomb... Oh, maybe there's Risen underneath. That's probably what it is. That's probably fine. We got 10 seconds. There's no way we're... Go on. Did it work? What? From one of her moa birds? Oh. I didn't read it at all.
There's darkness afoot.
I'm a moa bird. Well-known thing that I am. I love it. I wish to be this the whole time. I love that it's pink, so it's obviously a flamenco. Are you attacking me? Do you want to... Yeah, I didn't think so. Can you believe this mosquito thinking it the nerve to attack me? Eh? Bring it on. Get on. Yeah, come on. Hit him with the kick. Yeah, you think you can deal with me? You can't. Nothing can. Face my wrath. Face my birdie fury. Nobody can beat a mower in combat, and I'm a mower that has the abilities of a... the abilities of a human that knows what they're doing. I wish I could jump, but I guess they didn't animate the jump. This looks like a boulder that I may be able to destroy. I have to change back, I'm very sorry. Give me a bomb.
Fight what cannot be fought.
Give me a bomb. Let's go blow up some stuff. Boy. Boom.
It lives.
An old chest. A treasure. Wait, does that mean that old chest over here was a completely fine treasure to pick up? Oh, it's gone now. Somebody opened that for me and I just didn't do it. Oh, I'm gonna be sad about that.
Everyone has a secret.
Give me a bomb. Thank you kindly. I see you, oh great boulder. You will be destroyed by my wrath. We're gonna run. Keep running. Come on. There's no... Oh, there's something under it. Joke's on you. This is easier for me. Is that what the parasitic grubs become when they get old? And they don't do the parasite thing? Because, like, that's my assumption. I don't see another bolt. Oh, no, there's a boulder over there. Give me a bomb.
Fight what cannot be fought.
Give me a bomb. I think that's an enemy that's hiding a bomb right next to it. Give me a bomb to blow them up now. He throws a bomb down right at his feet. Can I kill this skelk with it? Come on. Come on. Yeah! It didn't kill at all. It was close though.
No, I hand raised that minion.
I hand raised that minion. I like how I only get that when I do it. Implying that, like, my character's forcing them to do something they can't do. Which is not true. I'm not forcing them to do anything.
I'm concerned the crate will take advantage of the confusion created by the undead. Make sure they're not up to anything funny, will you?
Yeah, I can do that. I'll be honest, I kind of forgotten which group that is. It's probably fine. Let me just cut this sapling down. We're going to get only ruined logs, though, because... Kill crate, save the kidnapped... Quorgan, collect scattered eggs. Got it. I do remember these boys. They're the Naga that I only really feel like I see as risen. Which may be intentional. How many eggs do you reckon I need? I'm going to say 4 or 5. More than I think. Oh, that's a veteran one. Wait, a veteran one brought a friend with him? That's not fair. Oh, I brought a friendly one. Okay, that's fine. You know, maybe that was on purpose. Look how many people I've killed because of that. What's in the chum bucket? Oh, I think that just summons... I don't know, I guess sharks? If I had to guess. You know, this ability where they occasionally blow up is fun and all, but all it seems to do is make it so that... Make it so that I have to actually kill a couple of neutral creatures. You notice that? Okay, Hypnos. Run at full speed! Got ya! Did you say that? Did you say I must die? Right. How dare you? How dare you try and use a net to catch this innocent creature? Ignore the fact that we do that with fish. We've saved you, a little boy. I don't feel like a frog should be near an ocean. Is that a flavor fail? I wonder what would happen if I did that against a... Like, what's the word? Like a fish. Would it, like, come onto land, or would it just stick there? Like, doing, like, I don't know what I can do. You just try and put me in a net? You think I would lose to a net? You guys better not try a net as well, or else I'll be very annoyed. Perfect. Help Kana test her experimental weapons. I don't know. I don't know if I should be doing that. Yeah, the reason I wasn't pointing was because I was drinking. Oh wait, no, you guys can see. I keep forgetting you can see.
This area is
So nothing I do is like really weird, because you can actually see me doing it. Well, I mean, it might be weird, but it's not weird, you know? I know the game wants me to go and get that, but I just feel like it would be weird to double back just for that. You know? Help the Wild Hunt Valiants to explore the shipwrecks. Rescue trapped allies around the shipwrecks overrun by Risen. Retrieve and return mines from strongboxes. Dig out sand piles and destroy Risen rotmouths. I don't like water-based things. I think if there's anyone that comes into the chat that knows about... Is that just a random bit into the universe? Anyway, if anyone comes into this chat knowing about Guild Wars 2, I'm gonna ask them about specifically, hey, do you actually like underwater combat? Or is it something you actively avoid? Because I'll be honest, I know what my answer is. If this wasn't a 100% thing, if I didn't have to do this, I would just ignore it. Can I use these just as... Oh, I can. I can throw them at the enemy. Throw! Yeah, you got ya.
Lethal combination. I like it.
20 seconds? In this economy? 20 seconds may as well be 2 hours. Yeah. I know I probably can get a little bit of a thing from them by bringing them back, but I just think it's funner to kill them like that. Hey, can I save this guy? Yeah, thank you. He could have continued that, and potentially I wouldn't have gotten it. He didn't need to do that.
They'll have to hit much harder.
Boom. Die, oh great fish. Do you think these frog people are made for combat in the water? Or do you reckon it's just that they're bad? They're the only two options. Because I feel like even compared to like human troops, they're bad. Oh, Fanta Fruit Twist is the best. I wonder if they have that in other countries. My assumption is no. You know? My assumption is always that they just don't have this stuff in the other countries. How do I only have 10 of this? Oh, I guess I don't have my final summon out. Maybe I always... How did I get this one without getting this? That makes no sense. What is this one? What is this? Don't lie to me. Yeah, I thought so.
Swell, you're talking.
Okay, you can just sort of heal your stuff there for free. Which kind of makes you wonder what... I guess is the point so that you can't keep resurrecting and coming back and repeatedly trying to go through like that? Because I'd understand that. I think last time I checked, we're only 50% of the way through doing this, which I find quite interesting. Wizard Vault's only at level 80, eh? Well, I'm getting close. I don't know what max level is. I don't know if they do the World of Warcraft thing where max level gets higher and higher every expansion. Because I don't really know if that's... I know Final Fantasy XIV does that. But I actually just don't know if that's the standard for MMOs. My guess is yes. Oh, is this the... Oh, I must have gone past it then. If this is the experimental area.
The last of the crate.
What do you want me to do? Get an experimental weapon. Sure thing. Tested on Risen or Crate. Got it. Hey, great. Fireball! Ice ball! Never mind. Lightning arc! Okay. Okay.
I could use a hand over here.
I guess I'll just heal myself out. Good to know. What's this? I'd lost where I was and just started randomly killing enemies.
I could outrun a centaur.
Dead. You know what? Maybe you can't do both. Maybe that's why it says or. Hey? I'm going to go under the assumption that that's true. Because I don't know why it just randomly blew up and did half my health.
How may I assist you?
Sure. Give me a gun again. What does this do? Bring it on. Beam that they don't know. Oh, we turned into a big boy.
The light fades.
Okay, turning into a crab isn't her horrendous ability. Maybe it was an evolution gun. Because they say everything eventually becomes a crab, right? Freeze beam! Fireball! Do they... Those things explode. Fireball! Freeze beam! Okay, so maybe it was those things and not... Turn into crab! Lightning! Freeze beam! Bring it on. Fireball! Lightning! Freeze beam! They don't blow up, do they? No. Cool. Yep, it was entirely that fish and not the energy scanner. Fireball! Damn it, I thought I could really sneak that in, but it's not an instant attack, is it? Fireball! Lightning attack! Freeze! Freeze beam! Crab beam! Lightning attack! Fireball! Lightning! They're scaring me enough to the point where I'm stopping to name them correctly. Lightning attack! Freeze beam! Fireball! Lightning attack! Lightning attack! Freeze beam! Fireball! Easy. Energy scanner, mate. Lightning bolt. Freeze beam. I failed. I got too close. I flew too close to the sun. Fireball. When in doubt, just hit them with a fireball, eh? Freeze beam. Fireball.
Destroy.
Lightning bolt. Freeze beam. I don't know why I've got in my head that this is what you gotta do when you're using this gun, but I can't stop saying freeze beam. I think freeze beam is my favorite move at this point. Oh, it broke. Maybe they got sick of me saying lightning bolt and freeze beam. I could see that getting annoying after a point. Wait, the Vigil are here? I thought this was 100% an Enclave thing. I guess we are all working together now, canonically. And this level, they expect you to have done that story bit. Can you give me a new gun, please?
How may I assist you?
Give me a gun. Let's see if if it turns them into a crab this time. Maybe it's different dependent on the weapon. Ow! I forgot about the frog. They're not frogs, they're fishes. How do I get to a point where I'm not going to... where I can get all this health back? It did nothing! What were you doing, game? Oh, I'm not really aimed at it. That's probably why. I need my freeze beam back. I'm very, very sorry that I broke it again. But I would argue that's not my fault. It's the very obvious, pretty fucking huge bombs that I am just avoiding. Well, I guess not avoiding. Yeah, take that freeze beam. Can I, like, set that off without... Okay, that's cheating, but that's sort of what I wanted to do. What's the point in the mega laser? And why are they setting it up? That feels like a plot point that's not related to me. Oh, they're little cuties. Lightning bolt! Freeze beam! Fireball! Energy scanner! That was unrelated, but I was in the mood to just shout stuff. Lightning bolt! Fireball! Wait, that didn't do anything. My crab cannon didn't do anything. What's the point in this if I can't use my crab cannon to do something, eh? Crab cannon! Okay, good, it does work. It does turn you into a crab. What is this doing? Oh, I probably shouldn't have been standing in it, eh? I wanted to see what it was doing, but I guess it was hurting me. Ascendant gear, eh? Huh. I've got a sneaking suspicion. That's going to be stuff I never get. Interesting that it gets you that at 79 and not 80. Bearing in mind 80 seems to be the max. Or at least was a cap point of some variety at some point. We're only at 70%? I'm saying only. Actually, that's pretty good progress. We've only been... If we can do like 20% per 50 minutes, we're probably in time to get this 100%ed. Assuming they're all close together. And there's technically 2 here. Now there's a champion up there, which I might have to fight, but I don't want to fight. There's a boss there. He is on land, though. You know what? No, screw this. We're not fighting him. We're standing right here and getting ourselves some heals. Oh, that's good enough.
No! I hand raised that minion!
Oh, god damn it, they're in a fight. So until my dudes die, it's gonna be useless. You know, I don't think I get too much out of that. Maybe I need to change it. If I go to builds. Like, is that one good? Like, is that better? I don't know. We'll stick with what we have for now. Can I do this thing now? Game, I'm not in a fight. Let me do it. Is this a glitch? No, my other abilities work. That's cool. That's cool as well. Let me do this. Stop saying I'm in a fight. I don't want to fight him. He's scary. That guy didn't beat him up. You can't hit him from here. I thought I could cheese the fight. Please, Diagro, please. Please, Diagro. I wish to do this thing and I can't. Please. I guess we'll have a look at this thing. So we do have another dungeon we could do at some point. Not today, I don't think. Well, we have two actually, with this one and this one. Although this one, I would be more... I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Why does this exist? I can't... He's supposed to be a group event. I can't take him. I didn't realise it did that when you hovered over. Right, let me move slightly to the left. Okay, let's go kill him. If it's the only thing we can do, it's the only thing we can do. We're gonna go kill him or we're gonna die trying. And let's be honest, we're gonna die trying. Get in! Get him! Stop that! What are you doing? Get back here! Blow up! What? There's a guy here! How many enemies do you summon? Oh! No! Okay, we're good. This guy! I want to kill this guy! Oh no! No, 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 no. Cool, I died. I don't know what to say. What can I do? I'd very much like to fight that, but I just can't. Wait, is somebody fighting it? No. They're just ignoring the whole fight. I wish I could do that. I can't. I can't do it. Just stop attacking me. Please, I haven't attacked you. I just wish to get this thing, please. Oh, it worked. It worked. Complete nearby event? Why would I do that? I mean, I'll do it. I didn't think that was part of getting 100% though. I'm only on 79. There's still loads of things I need to get. Okay, perfect. It just hadn't found one that was within reasonable distance. That's all that was happening. I wish there was more story. And I know this is a thing. I've been spoiled by FF14, which can be played just as a really good blimmin' RPG on its own. But I really like the story bits they give us. I like that fight with the dragon was really, really cool. The whole story with us and our mentor, and like then him sacrificing himself, that was really fun. Well, sad, but like a really good story. So, like, I don't know. I'm just sitting here going, like, they had such a cool idea with some of these, and nothing's really happened with them. Like, the story's quite limited in the sense that it's literally just like every 10 levels you get 5 missions. And those 5 missions are good. Don't get me wrong. But, like, then you're just stuck going, I guess I'll wait until we, I guess, collect our allies for it. I thought these were undead. They're just people, right? They keep... Oh, damn, they feared me. I'm not used to that. Oh, baby, you're dead. Gilbert's crew? More like Gilbert's screw. I need to help here. I'm not just going to leave them on their own. If I can get out of here quickly and go help, I will 100% go and help. Sadly, I don't know how much I can help in this context. I'm hoping they can hold on for long enough that it's not a worry that I'm taking this long. But I'm not going the way I'd want to go to help these people, if I'm being brutally honest. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help. I'm coming to help. Ignore me. Ignore me.
I could outrun a centaur.
Risen's control over the over this place. Right, so we just need to kill all the undead that are appearing. Preserver? I hardly... No, I'm not even making the right. So it's just killing off these dudes so that they don't have control, right? This isn't impossible to do, really. Oh, nice, we did it. It wasn't as complicated as I actually thought. I thought it was a defense mission, but it was kind of just a clearing out mission. Porous bone, eh? Hey, Warden. Thanks for the work. Kill undead, burn corrupted plants, eh? I've gone into saying A. I don't know why. Because it's not like in the vernacular of like a British person. It's not a normal thing that people say. And I feel like I only say it on stream as well. Like it's a stream specific. It's a stream specific like speech tick. Burn the tree. It has become corrupted. Pick up some discarded tools. Burn this corrupted tree.
This is new.
Right, it feels like that does no damage, and it really should do more. Knock him over. Hit him with a super attack. Then we'll get some discarded tools. We'll make our way up here. We'll burn that tree, get some more discarded tools. And then we'll take them back, and that should be enough. That's my thinking at the very least. I really like this. This is a fence, but it's not a fence. Instead, it's just like barbed thorns as like a wall. It's a cool aesthetic. You kind of do need the... Kind of do need these bits so that people can't just walk through, though. Like, the just large barbed wall, like this, is like... I don't feel that effective as a defensive wall. Somebody just shouted for spoon. I assume that is an inside joke that I don't know about. Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. Kill pests invading Brickwater and recover stolen supplies. Sure. Yeah, you're probably fine. I need to give these supplies back. Hey! I don't know what's considered a pest. I'm assuming, based on this world, though, it's probably going to be undead. Although, is it trolls? I did see the word trolls in like exclamation point text. I'm kind of surprised we don't see more what's the word? We see more like non-humanoid risen. Like even just like troll risen. Having that vitality maybe would have been good. Would be good when you're a troll, when you're an undead. That's, you know, doesn't necessarily have good vitality inherently. Maybe it would counteract that a bit. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. I don't know any lore really other than the lore that you get from the base game and some of the dungeons. I do like this nature aesthetic. It's why I feel like if I made another character, like if I was gonna try out another one, I'd probably make it one of those plant people. Alright, let's check over here. I know it might take me out of the heart quest area, but I just think that is just something I need to get before I do anything else. More trolls, I guess. We'll kill a couple of those and take that backpack back. I guess AoE if I'm not focusing the enemy after. It's actually kind of bad here.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Ooh, some scouts. Let's help you. What the heck's happened here? How have all of you been knocked out? This is like not a small force. This one was partly healed as well. Oh, it's probably that jungle troll that's now attacking us, eh? Oh, wait, it just disappeared. It didn't disappear. Where did you disappear to? That's not one of your abilities. Let's resurrect the dog. It's as important as all of you guys. Oh, and I guess resurrect the other guy? Did he go down again? I guess he must have.
I could outrun a centaur.
Come on, I know you're invisible somewhere. So you have a go invisible but leave a poison cloud ability? That seems actually quite powerful. Did not expect that from a troll. The only person I've seen that can do the invisibility thing are the, are they called Scale? They're called SK something. Maybe Skate? Do. Wait, how did we do this? Wait, no. Okay, we'll drop this right here. I guess you won't take my supplies now that we're done. I mean, you can't have too much supplies, you know? You could have taken the other bit of supplies. Help train. Ooh, I like training people. Who wants to train? Who needs the training? Who needs the training, eh? How can I help new arrivals? Put them through their paces. Got it. I'll help as I can. Hey, Warden.
Be careful.
Yeah, put you through your paces, eh? Hey, Warden Scout. Bring it on. Yep. Hey, Warden Ranger. Done. I'll be honest, you guys really need to work on your vitality. Especially the melee boy. I mean, for goodness sake, you're supposed to be holding the line. And you went down like 2 seconds slower than the others? Which I guess percentage-wise is pretty decent. I feel like if I'm fighting more than one of you, it should be a hard fight. But maybe I'm overthinking abilities. Maybe, you see, I don't really know in this game how strong I actually am in terms of like compared to the average person. It hasn't really had a situation where it's told me that.
I certainly would feel safer with a heavier coin purse.
And I would feel safer if you'd stop drowning out the advances of the undead with your constant begging.
Corrupted? Oh, there's platinum over here, which I definitely will be able to collect. Look at this. I actually got it. Wait, I thought every time I would fail, like I'm doing with all the other stuff. I assumed I'd get, like, nondescript rubble. I'm going to see if I'm going to do this without fighting any enemies. As a sort of like a little side project for me. Because honestly, in these kinds of games, if I'm given the option between like, they're like, hey look, the village, we're about to be attacked, you need to help us secure the village. And I'm given options that are like, train the people, like upgrade the wall. No, restock the pantry. My instinct will be go for those ones. Just because I like the idea. I like the idea of I completely failed that mission immediately. Sorry about that. I just like the idea of me being a, you know, leaving the village in a way that even when I'm not there, they can still like succeed, you know?
Seize the moment.
Because if I don't leave it like that, then like I'm not really helping them, am I? Wait, we did it? Nice. Right, so we only killed one thing. That's not that bad, right? I don't know what this is. Kite basket. What does that mean? You just get a bunch of quartz? I don't know what that means, but I'll take it. I will say, this, and I feel like a lot of MMOs, this is sort of just an MMO problem. They definitely have this problem of, like, they do not have the enemy variety that you'd probably expect. I mean, there's many times where I've gone into it and gone, that's just a recolor again. And I know it's hard to make enemy models. I'm sure it is. It's just, I'd be interested to see if there's any games that sort of solve that. Because, you know, like, at least for a long period of time, there was always like a MMO for every kind of niche, right? So I thought maybe there's a chance that there's an MMO out there that does it like that. I think there's a possibility at the very least. What do we have here? I think we might actually hit 100% today. I thought because it was taking a while that it was gonna, like, it took a while to get the 20%, that maybe we were in a situation where we were just barely not gonna do it, or just barely do it. But like, we've hit, like, we did it in another 40 minutes since we were talking about it. I think it might even be 20 minutes actually, now that I thought about it. In 20 minutes, I feel like we've done more than we did in the like the first 40 minutes. Which I guess is because we're left with a lot of them that are just like, go to an area. But still, that's pretty impressive. I don't think it wants me to go up here like this to unlock it. Like in any way. There's a way up there. Yeah, there's literally just a way up right here, isn't there? There probably is going to be a hero thing in here, if I had to guess. Oh no, just a point of interest. Point of interest, I guess. Sparkfly Fen Compson. I didn't read that at all right. But this Nightmare group seems like they're pretty bad. I guarantee that person is doing the exact same thing as me. Where they're just going in there just to get the point of interest. I wonder if they actually do anything in that area. I always wonder about all these points of interest. I'm assuming there's at least like an event that uses them or something. 96%. God, there's a lot of Nightmare-specific things here, eh? Oh, this area is definitely being used. You can't tell me that that's not being used. Where is this one that I'm trying to do, eh? Is that a wallaby? No, it's a warg. Completely different. I just saw the word W and then the name of an animal, and I went, "Oh, it's got to be a wallaby, right?" That warg, those wargs don't look that bigger than like you can get wolves in real life. Like, they are bigger, don't get me wrong. But like, are they that much bigger? I don't know. Like, you can get wolves that are up to like the waist of tall people. So like, I feel like that was about where they were showing that one then. 1 second, let's open these supplies. What do we get this level? Ooh, I'll take the rune of... this one? Let's see. In 2 levels, we get a hero point. Personal story starts at 70. 3rd specialization slot. What is that? Do you reckon that's... Are they attacking me? Is this an evil frog? Oh, you better run away. Do you reckon that's... like, just unlocking this? Should I... wait, should I be having that? Hold on a second. I thought that was a build thing. Oh, I'm in the middle of an evil village. Never mind, I thought this was a completely chill village. Okay, as I was saying. What happens when we do this? Should I unlock another specialization? Which one of these do I want? What does this do? Well, surely it's curses. Curses? Yeah, I'll take all of them. Cool. Yeah, I know about specializations. I didn't think I could do these. I didn't think there was a second thing for this. Corruption gain reduce. Oh, I like that. Cool. Yeah, I know. We did it. No, I think I'm fine without being in that one, thank you. I like being in this one. What is this? Movement speed. I'm like really close to finishing this area. There's really no reason to take this. Did I choose the right one there? Right specialization to go with what I'm doing? It kind of just looked like the right one.
You there. You look... I have a job for you. Come here. You there. You look somewhat capable. I have a job for you. Come here.
No. I don't appreciate your attitude. Wait, there's one right here, but it's down. Is it you? No, it's down. Is it you? No, it's more down. This feels like the right spot. They're all ghosts. Boom. You bet. Let's fight. Whoa, I knew you were ghosts.
Not bad. After you're dead, come be a pirate with us. Fight off these risen pretenders together.
Nice. Oh, they killed the Risen? That's really nice. Okay, boots I can't use. Spear gun I can't use. Key. Leather.
Sweet, sweet.
Are they supposed to only give you stuff you can't use? Genuine question. Genuine question. Are they supposed to give you stuff that you can't use? Or am I just getting incredibly lucky? Because, like, I don't want to be mean, but it's every time. without fail, that I do these. Where do we want to go? I guess... Is this area my level? It is vaguely my level. You don't need to worry about that voluntary thing. I'm about to go into a new area where you can just put me in a server that's good. We'll read the letter after. We'll read the mail after we've moved to a safe area in the new realm. So I'm trying to stop myself from saying and you know the other things related to that, but it has become quite a problem, and I also don't want to come across as just like taking large pauses. But I feel like that's the only way that you can not say all those, like, weird ums and ahs, you know? Because what do you do when you don't really know what to say next, but you've already started, like, talking and you're halfway through the conversation? I guess the logic is that you don't say anything back. Hello. The Straits of Devastation. Okay, that place is kind of cool. Right, let's have a look at this mail before we go anywhere. Yeah, filler words. I'm trying to stop myself from using them. I just did. I'm trying to stop myself from using them, but it's hard to stop yourself from using the filler words. Word has reached me about your accomplishments in Sparkfly Fen. You're proving yourself a brave and resourceful ally. Please take care as you continue your travels. The world gets progressively more dangerous by the moment. Your work is keeping us a little safer. Nice. But yeah, I'm trying to get rid of the filler words because I saw a thing. I saw a video that... I mean, I don't know how accurate it is. Yeah, I think it's more just I think it's more the fact that I want to get it out. Yeah, I think I want to give the impression, like, give a better impression of myself to other people. And the way that you do that, well, one of the ways you do that is by, like, getting rid of those filler words. So, like, I agree with you, in an informal sort of entertainment situation, it's not a huge deal. But I'm sort of trying to... I'm trying to get rid of it just in general. Because I feel like it's just... It will be a general benefit in, like... In life. Just to come across a bit more, I guess, presentable. Yeah, I mean, I'm not taking a hard line, like, I'm not taking a hard line thing with it, but I genuinely think that it will be better in the long run, so I'm trying to get better at it. It's one of those things that working on it, there's no disadvantage to working on it, right? There's nothing that you lose by trying to give it a try. And there's only bonuses if you can sort of train yourself to not use the filler words. But then, like... But then what's the line in terms of, like, filler words? So if I use the word sort of, it's kind of a filler word. But in some contexts, like, sort of is the right word. Yeah, I think the second point that you made there, the rephrasing what someone else said, is something I'm definitely trying in my life recently, as a sort of way to give myself time to sort of to go through it all. Let me read the rest of this, because I only took a look at it because I was in a battle. I lean into the thoughtful look and saying, let me think about that for a moment to give myself a few beats to think, and phrasing what the person said to you is very helpful. Yeah, I think the thing is with the comment before about saying, like, let me think about it for a moment, is in theory that's a really good idea. But in practice, especially if you're talking with a higher up figure that has like a seniority or like is higher up in a business than you, it in my head, and this could be wrong, a lot of the time, especially if you've got a bad one, they want the answer now. They don't want you to say, let me have a think about it. They want the answer immediately. There can be some, like, not animosity, but there can be some annoyance there with certain, maybe not the best managers, but kind of the norm in terms of managers. I think sort of is fine. It indicates you have a long explanation when you want for you to get through. Okay. Yeah, I think sort of is definitely, of the filler words, I feel like sort of is one that you're not going to get done in for, right? Sort of is one of those ones that people can look at sort of and go like, that's normal to fit into it without it feeling like you're less presentable. Although, in the end of the day, it does come across as you're not sure in a lot of contexts, right? Like, if you think about it in the sense of, if somebody asks me if this thing is correct and I say sort of, I think that's fine. But I think a lot of the time people think it's presentable to come across as certain on things, right? You want them to come... When you're hearing somebody and you want that you're trying to come across to some people that you are presentable and, you know, knowledgeable in a specific thing. A lot of the time they sort of link that with being certain about stuff. And I guess sort of comes across as, I'm not sure, you know? In certain contexts. So I've been working in business for like 5 years. I think if a higher up in me is some kind of person you're describing, the sort of expectation of having a response right now, the way I handle it is by saying something like, my first thought to your point is XYZ, but I don't want to give you any false information. I'll send you an email with a concrete response or more detail. Yeah, I think I work in a very sort of like, what's the right word? I work in a very small office. So I give a very similar thing to what you're saying. My general response is, here's my initial impression, like you've said. And then my secondary thing is like, if they're asking about information, it's like, I can get that for you. Is my general next thing to do, right? I agree with you, though. I agree that's sort of the way you go about it. Especially if, like... It's a different situation when you're talking in person, right? If we were talking about a situation where I'm emailing somebody, then it's not really a problem, because they don't expect immediate responses, in the sense of, like, within the next couple seconds, and they don't... In that situation, I can think it through before I say it to somebody, right? I do agree effectively with all the points you're saying here. That is the right way right way of going about it. Giving them a show, you're committed to giving accurate information and show follows. But yeah, I think, I mean, there's nothing wrong with what you're saying here. That's sort of the right way of going about it. By the way, I'm sorry if the stream cuts out at all. My internet's not 100%. They say they fixed the problem, but I don't trust them because they said that the estimated time for them to finish the problem was tomorrow.
Shark forced us to abandon our exploration. Someone kill it.
So I'm not 100% sure about the reliability of my internet at the moment. I need to go a higher level, okay. But yeah, generally I've been trying to get rid of the filler words. It's not a 100% I'm putting up my 100% effort into it, but it's something I'm trying to make. I'm making a conscious effort to look into. Being in a meeting and stuff and not leading large pauses is valuable. Yeah, silence gives the impression of thoughtful control and sounds like that's more what you appear to people as. I see. See, and this might be the pessimistic view I have on a lot of stuff. My assumption when there's long silences is they're not as bad as going but it comes across as you're not prepared.
Oh, come on. Surely there's someone out there who will fight me.
Now that might be a false impression that I'm just getting from.
Well done. Let's see how you fight.
I could outrun a centaur.
Sorry, let me get out of this game. Body language is a huge thing that I guess I'm not thinking about there. Yeah. Give me a second to beat this person in a fight, and I'll sort of respond to that. Yeah, I think.
Now that's what I call a fight. Yeah.
I think that sort of goes into when you're talking about body language. That's another thing that I definitely think I need to work on.
There's always a place to set more traps.
Because of my general, I'm not going to blame it on autism because I feel like I do that too often, but because of my general, I guess, personality, I've never been very good at looking people in the eyes. I've gotten better at it. I've been able to sort of start looking, because I've never been good at looking at the eyes. I've been able to start, but I have started to learn how to look sort of past them, so it looks like I'm looking them in the eyes. So I'm getting better at that. And I definitely think posture, you were talking about posture, I definitely think that's something. Fear of silence is an insecurity thing and a possible. I'm an ADHD myself, so I feel you. I fidget and doodle and look disengaged when I'm the most engaged. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think I had ADHD, but recently I've been noticing that I'm always having to fidget with something. I'm always having to. One of the worst things I do is I shake my leg under the table.
Take the supplies, Whiteman. It'll be easy, Whiteman. I don't know why I believe
That's becoming a much more obvious thing that I'm doing.
Did you really expect an easy time?
I definitely think that when you're talking about the posture thing, a lot of my life I was a sloucher. I slouched a heck of a lot. Mostly because of the fact I had a huge bag on my back when I was in school. But I was very much a sloucher. And I'm trying to work on that nowadays. Because it's not to the point where it's like damaged my back yet, luckily.
the supplies safe.
But that's something I'm trying to work on, just to look a bit more confident.
Not a good sign. I'm expecting the worst.
I've never had the doodly thing, yeah. Yeah, that's odd. I recommend instead of a leg duel, try to do... Yeah, I mean that's actually a good shout. I hadn't heard about the sort of the ab tightening thing. It's something that's it's something that's a lot more recent, so I haven't come up with like ways of dealing with it yet. So I will take that up on board. Actually, that feels like a good idea to add into my situation. I'll tell you what. Let me help this person. Don't think they really need the help, but may as well help them.
Progress makes perfect.
There. I'm not going to continue with that whole thing, but that's good. Wait, what was that? What did I get? Ectoplasm. Or people do leg hovers instead of exercise. The arm muscles are also good for posture and for the posture and aging. Okay. I mean, having something that not only deals with the sort of like, I think the word you used was stimming. I'm guessing that's the way that the right word for it. But if it can deal with that and can help me do any form of like thing that can help with posture, and like, I mean, everyone gets older, so that's always a good thing. Then I can see only good things for that. I'll look into that, and honestly, I honestly might start doing that. I'll say what's interesting about mine is that I don't know if this is normal because I haven't talked to other people that have ADHD, but mine seems to be only in a situation where I have some space to think. Like, my work is not taking up 100% of my attention. Whereas, like, in this situation, I'm talking to you, I'm playing a game, and I'm not having this sort of itch to sort of, like, fidget with my hands or, move my leg a load. Whereas when I'm at work, and it's, you know, it's work I've been doing for years now, and so I can sort of do it when half awake, really. That's when it really comes through. It's over there. How do I get to that? How do I get on that tree? I've fallen all the way down. What am I doing? So I need to get onto that tree. And to get onto that tree, I believe you need to get onto this tree, and then that tree is a jumpable thing, I believe. I could jump that, right? It's not that. Okay. Or maybe it is, but I wasn't high enough. I think we'll try the I wasn't high enough idea first. The secondary idea was that I could use my mount. Although I don't feel like in base game they would have changed any of the jumping puzzles to be having to use your mount. Because I think based on this, what I've learned about this game... Okay, this is how you do it. Never mind. Based on what I learned about this game is that it didn't originally... Okay, that's going to annoy me. Let's do it. We'll try again. Yeah, when you aren't being fully stimulated, well, you need something to keep you interested / awake. I feel that autism and have overlaps. You can have both for sure, and you can have a few symptoms of ADHD and have the categories are made up. Yeah, I mean, that's 100% true. They're still in the stage where they don't really understand it. I think the thing that was surprising is people have sort of known about my ADHD, my autism for a while. And so that's always been a constant thing. Although it wasn't until I was quite older. It wasn't until I was quite older where I officially got it diagnosed, because people were always quite helpful in my life. So it never was like a thing I needed to get diagnosed. They just treated me as if I had it. But it was very early on where they thought I had ADHD. But it was sort of laughed away because I think because of like my general shyness, and I guess my general demeanor wasn't the typical demeanor for somebody with ADHD. I don't know if this is true, because I haven't looked this up. But when I think of somebody with ADHD, I think of somebody that's hyperactive, that's, you know, spending every second trying to do something. You know, like they can't... I don't know what the best word is, but like hyperactivity, you know, like the people in the class that's either the jokester or the maybe it's this way. Okay, well, we're gonna keep doing this because I'm nothing if not stubborn. Yeah, I wasn't the classic boy with hyperactive ADHD. I was quite the opposite, in fact. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get diagnosed for my autism until I was, I believe, it was either 18 or 20. It was much later into my life. And even until like this year, really, I haven't really had much signs of the ADHD part. I think it's actually come with the increase in my confidence. Because I've gotten more confident, it's sort of, those signs have sort of come out. Because I'm actively talking with people more. Which is interesting. It's a kind of side effect of the confidence boost. Luckily, it's not to a point where it's like it stops me from, say, sorry, I got it doesn't stop me from like doing my work or anything, and I don't think it's to the point where I know some people with ADHD are on medication of some kind. I don't think it's gotten to that point where I need medication for it. So, like there. Being more mind-minded, it lends itself to being missed. The main thing is keep dysfunction. Do you have a hard time figuring out how to break down a task? Do you go by needing to prioritize between tasks? It's harder the more things you have to manage in your life. How many things are you juggling? Is that juggling seem difficult for you than your peers? I mean, 100% on most of these things. Breaking down tasks, I actually don't think I have much of a problem breaking down a task. I do get overwhelmed when I need to prioritize something. I'm very much sort of do the first thing that I'm told and then move on to the next thing kind of thing. Gets harder to move the more things that you have to manage in life. 100%. How many things are you Does the act of joining seem way more difficult for you than your peers? I'm not sure. I've never asked about I've never compared myself to other peers when it comes to juggling tasks. But then I'm never really put in a situation, well, I'm not often put in a situation where I'm juggling tasks. And you remember the piles of tasks you've invented now. I feel like I have done a similar thing to what you've mentioned there. You know, I think I'm going to try this with the mount. I was trying without, and I don't think the route I'm going... No, no, I'm not going to try with the mount. I'm going to try a different route. I think I've gotten too stubborn into that definitely being the idea. We'll try a different route, and maybe that'll help. Yeah, I was sort of trying to do that, but I think I'm trying to skip a phase where I think what it wants you to do is you get onto a branch, you get high on the branch, you drop down into another branch that you then get high up on to drop onto the branch that takes you to the top. But I think what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to skip that middle branch. Because I'm getting a bit impatient, I think, with this. Or I'm just seeing that you can do it. And so deciding that I'm going to do it. So, like, this jump I'm doing. Ooh. That was just a mistake. I wonder if they put this... They must have put that branch there on purpose. Let's have a move over to here. So we move up here, we move to... Let's move to the very, very top. And so this is the one that we drop down to. That then you can drop down to the other one, right? So we drop down to this one. We move across. We need to get to that branch. So we have to jump at some point. Can I move across this branch? Yeah, I think I can do that. This is the jump I think I can do. Yeah, okay, we did it. We've done it. Yeah, it just took me actually sitting down and deciding to not take it. Not overly complicate it. That's what I needed to do. Thanks, honestly. Always great to get positive reinforcement. By the way, just a heads up, if at any point I sound as if I'm being sarcastic, believe me, and this is coming from the heart, I am not being sarcastic. I genuinely mean it. I'm saying this now because I know that friends of mine have told me that it sounds like I'm being sarcastic when I'm not. So I'm just prefacing this with that I can come across as sarcastic when I'm not. Genuinely, I am happy for the good job. Actually feels great to be told. Like that, I'm being genuine. Let's have a look. Where is this next one? Yeah, honest to God question, and this is just a personal opinion. Like asking your personal opinion on this. Does the water combat ever get better? And do you feel it's as bad as I do? Because I just don't like water combat. I just don't find it particularly interesting. It seems like you have a very limited amount of weaponry. It doesn't feel like... Yeah, oh, 100%. Reading people's horrendous. I think reading people, and I have a real problem when somebody tells me to do something, and so I do exactly what they tell me to do, but I don't have the common sense to think about the things around what they've said that they've assumed I'd understand and would do. That's a thing that I have a real problem with. So, like, somebody will say, take out the rubbish. And I'm like, okay, I'll take out the rubbish. And in that situation, I won't think, well, they also obviously mean put a new bin bag in the bin when you take out the rubbish. Which is, they assume, but I just don't assume. Okay, so war combat, there is a spear, which you probably don't have right now. Luckily, isn't a lot of combat. It's okay. A lot of it is based on the class skills, how enjoyable it can be. At this point, and this is sort of where I'm coming from. At this point, I have one weapon I can use, and I don't find the combat with that weapon that interesting. And you say that there's a spear I can get later, but I don't know. The fact that they restrict you to one weapon, I don't know. I don't find that interesting.
Go forth.
Yeah, I can understand having a bunch of water pets would be cool, but like I get my summons. My summons come with me. But I guess you get variety that comes from the pets that you're using. There should be more than one wep. Let me look at what a necromancer can use. Okay, because I could just be not getting the weapon that the second weapon. But I feel like I've gotten a spear gun, and that thing I couldn't use, I don't feel like. Because if I can find a weapon that maybe I like the combat of, maybe I won't really be that annoyed with it.
Replenishing.
Yeah, I honestly appreciate that. Just looking up what the other weapon is. Just because I haven't come across it. And maybe I got it and I just instinctively sold it or something because it was weaker than what I already had. But I don't think that's what I did. That doesn't sound like me, but I could have made a mistake. So you need a spear and trident. And the weapon I've got at the moment is, I believe it's a trident, but let me double check. Yeah, I've got a trident. So I need to find a spear, you're saying? Okay. I'll see if I can buy that at any point. Oh, with the expansion. Right, so if I have to buy the expansion... Oh, no, you're saying you can use it on land if you have the expansion. Okay, right, I understand. I think I've gotten spears, but there's the red text that says that you can't use it on land, and so I've assumed I just can't use it. I think that's what's happened. I've just seen the word, you can only use this if you have the expansion, and so I've gone, well, I can't use this then, right? But I'm guessing I could have... I'm assuming there's no difference between a water spear and a land spear. It's just dependent on whether you have an expansion that you can use it on land. None. Okay, yeah, that's 100% what's happened. I'll try out the spear whenever I get another one. I'm sure I'll get one randomly. Let's see. Cleanse fertile soil or to create plant turrets. Test weapons unrisen. That one seems easier. Cool. Ice. Sonic boom. Is the logic that I slow them and then hit them with a sonic boom? Red. Blue. Did I do it? Oh, I did it. Yeah, I played a lot of... Well, I haven't played that many, but I played Final Fantasy XIV. I played a bit of Neverwinter. And that's sort of my experience. And what I'll say about this game is... One of the biggest selling points is its audience. The amount of people that have come in and, like, helped me through bits has been insane. especially compared to Final Fantasy XIV, where like nobody came in. And Neverwinter, you had a bit at the beginning, but with Guild Wars 2, it feels like there's a constant amount of people that come in, like, are really hyped that I'm into the game, and are willing to spend the time to answer any questions I have, which has been one of the biggest selling points. I do appreciate the whole idea of the... Hold on a second, let me just kill this guy and let me think about what I was saying. The whole idea of the weapons being the way that you sort of change what your abilities are. I appreciate that a lot. That feels like a really cool thing. And the bits of story I've done, because I'll be honest, I wish that... I wished that, like, I wish there was more story. I think that's the bit that gets me. Most people are so nice. Last night I was in a squad with someone who was unapologetically throwing slurs around, then doubled down when kindly asked not to. And the whole squad was on me like, yeah, no, get booted. It was really nice to see you. Ah, it was really nice to see. Oh, that's really nice. That's the kind of thing that you know that there's a good set of people there. I just wish there was more story. I think I got spoiled with Final Fantasy XIV, where that game is like an actual incredible solo RPG that happens to also be an MMO. But in this story, I'm like, every 10 levels, I get into the story, and then those 10 levels, like the you know the couple of missions that you do there stop, and I'm just like, oh, I wanted more of this. I was interested in it. Like, you have a mentor character when you play the Vigil. I don't know if it's different if you play the other factions. But there's this mentor you meet, and you sort of get to know him, and he's really cool. I really, really like the character. And I swear I recognize the voice, but I can't nail it down. And he's really, really cool, and then he does this sort of like heroic sacrificial thing. Then the Living World / expansions are more long stories with stuff happening in the open world as well. Okay, so I can expect for there to be a notable increase in the story later on. Because at this point I've only got the the first two expansions, which are like a fiery one and then a plant one, I believe. Because you could get both of them for real cheap. And so hopefully hopefully what you're telling me is correct, and that those ones, yeah. Yeah, I will say, one of the things that I really appreciate about this game, that I think it does better than any MMO I've seen. And I'm not just talking the ones I've played, I'm talking the ones I've watched people play. They are the best at linking the events and making them feel natural. I love the fact that events just appear, and they're events that can go into other events, and they feel like... It makes the world feel like a living, breathing, like, world, you know, instead of it just being like a sandbox. And I really appreciate that. That's probably one of the biggest selling points to me.
Really have our hands full around here. Between fighting...
Like, you'll help like an ox and a person, like, bring supplies to a specific place, and then it'll follow on. The first expansion is Heart of the Thorns, so it's a really fun time for you. The arts are constantly in a story cycle, and you can experience what we call meta events from a lot of Oh, that sounds really good. That sounds really, really good. That honestly sounds insane. Like, yeah, I look forward to that. How is the expansion after that? Is it as good? Yeah, one of the my favorite ones I've seen was like you were raiding like this foresty area, and like you go through a thorned area, and then you eventually fight a big boss. I really loved that. Yeah, the one after that is more the same and intense. Oh, damn. Okay, well, I don't want to rush through this game, but you've made me really want to rush until the expansions. You've made me really want to focus onto them. Well, I've got something to look forward to then. Clear cavern routes, assist short-handed, reduce risen numbers. Oh, but these aren't risen. These are earth elementals. No, God, I mean, that's made me really interested to get to those expansions. Because the idea that I can, like, there's a mini story, but also it's just, like, part of it. So for the first map of Heart of the Thorns, the basic plot is a bunch of Vigil airships crashed into the forest, and now the forest is fighting back. That sounds awesome. I'm a big fan of nature, and, like, giving nature really cool and interesting creatures and making it a powerful force. It's one of those things that if you look at a lot of, like, fantasy stuff, nature always seems to take a sideline. It's like it's always just like, oh, there's some like big wolves, but that's it. So giving nature like a much bigger role is really cool. And also I went Vigil, so having Vigil be the one that does that, always fun. Clear cavern routes unite. Where's these risen that I'm supposed to be killing? Is it in these corpses? Okay, it is, yeah. Yeah, I look forward to it. I look forward to it. What's your opinion on dungeons? Because I've done 2 of them now. I'm one of those people where if I see a thing where I can turn it to 100%, I will. But if I hit 80, I'm not going to go through all of these areas and then do 100% in all of them. So, like, sorry, getting back to what I was saying before, what do you think of dungeons? They're not popular anymore, but they aren't bad. You see, I've done 2 of them now. I've done, if I look at this, I've done the first 2, these 2. And I liked the little story in them, but I think the mechanics for the bosses weren't that interesting. And people do those every single day. Oh, that's good, because there wasn't a lot of people that were waiting for the base dungeons. So I'm glad that there's something that there's actually a lot of people doing. Well, whether you've definitely gotten me very, very interested to get to level 80. I'm not going to rush it, but I am...
Sweet, sweet loot.
I got a spear gun. I just got a random spear gun off of a guy. With like a major sigil on it. Is that good? Probably not. But yeah, you got me really interested to get into the expansions. Especially with that whole idea of like... The bit that I rave about the world being living. And like feeling like it's its own thing. That being like a much bigger part. They obviously saw that that was like one of their biggest selling points, and they worked on it. Can't use that on this character, but what I use as a ranger. Yeah. Yeah, I saw I couldn't use it on this character, but it is a bit of a shame that. Is there a lot of underwater combat in the later expansions? Like, I understand that there'll be occasional underwater combat, but I'm talking like dedicated areas. No, basically none. Perfect. And I know that you can eventually get a mount for the water. How long do I have to wait to get a water mount? Or is that a later expansion thing? That's the second mount you get in Path of Fire. And that's the second expansion, right? It goes the Thorn, then the Fire, right?
Couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah, that's after. Okay, so I've got a bit of time before I get that. Because I definitely feel like water exploration is... It is a notable slow point. But that's just because I have a mount for all of the land bits. Well, that's good to know. That's real good to know. That wasn't a huge problem, but I just was interested while I had someone knowledgeable here. I heard that there was recently a new expansion. How did you like that if you've played it? I believe there was a new one at the very least, or at least it's coming out soon. I think it might be coming out soon. I might be wrong there. Because I saw them showing off some, like, new specializations for it. So I guess maybe it's not out yet, I'm guessing.
My crew is on the verge of a breakthrough.
What's this? Collect Earth Elemental Cores. Okay, that's fine. Here's the thing, you can do these things at all in order. If you get to the Thorns and hate watching people fly on dragons and now you want dragons, you can just go get a dragon in the secret of the skill. Okay. I mean, seeing people riding dragons has definitely irked me a couple of times. Just because I'm like, I can't do that. But it's not to the point where I think I'll need to do the skipping of the expansion yet. Would you say there's any expansion that you think was like it underperformed, like it wasn't as good? Like, it was still good, but it wasn't as good as the other ones. Like, maybe it was like the aesthetic wasn't your thing or something. I'm just interested to see what the general opinion of a veteran is. So I'm personally not super duper into the story. I haven't enjoyed very much. I haven't enjoyed the bosses very much. Yeah, it was very pretty, isn't it? I enjoy. Okay, that's fair. I mean, everybody gets something out of an MMO that's different. I mean, one of the biggest MMOs in existence, and still the biggest MMO, is World of Warcraft. And if I'm being completely honest, World of Warcraft had next to no interesting story. It wasn't story based. It wasn't made to use story first, I guess is the best way to do it. It wasn't story first before. And it was already the most, it was still the most popular MMO. So, everybody, gets something out of MMOs that's different.
How may I assist you?
I'm very much the story kind of guy. I'm the kind of person that's like, I want my character to look cool, and I want my character to feel cool in the story. So I came back after years and was most of the way through Path of Fire when I quit last. I immediately dropped everything on hard focus my sky scale. I love my sky scale. I live for him. Is that the glider, or is that the... What's the sky scale? Is that the glider? Have I come across that and I've just missed it? Because I can be quite unobservant sometimes. Dragon. Right, it's the dragon. Got it. Is there a lot of customization with the dragon? Because if there's a lot of customization that comes from the dragon, I'll be honest, I might be spending a large amount of time just customizing a dragon. Why do they do this? There are skins for them I spent in-rail money on. You can dye them differently so they can be really awesome. Awesome! Awesome, awesome, awesome. I don't find myself buying skins a lot for games. But just because I've never done it before doesn't mean I won't do it this time, you know? It's all dependent on whether I really want that skin. Yeah. With the base Raptor, it doesn't feel like it changes a ton. I believe it's just like the feathers on its back, if I remember correctly. So like, I guess the scales, yeah, it's just the highlights. Oh, that's cool. By the way, I have a load of hero points. Should I unlock all the specializations, or is there any real point to do it? I've sort of just left them because I didn't feel like I needed them. I just like kind of having the points there ready for potentially doing elite specializations. At this point, I'm sort of just playing a bunch of minions, and then I'm going around with, like, my staff, dropping, like, AoEs down. And then if I have to go single target, I'm switching to this, which is like an axe plus... I believe it's an axe plus a Warhorn at the moment. Yeah. I'm just sort of trying out this. I'm not 100% on this combo. But I really like the... For the basic ones, invest in them. Okay, just all of these? Because I feel like I could spend and get all of them if it was the... If it's the right thing to do. The expansions are worth 10 each. Oh. So you just have an abundance of points then, right? You just... Okay, cool. I'll just unlock all of these. Yeah, that costed me like half of the points, but I've still got plenty left. But for these ones, do I just leave it until I really want to try out something? Because I want to leave enough to do like the elite specializations when I get them, right? If you want an elite spec and you don't have enough points, you can just find a hero point train and knock out a whole map. Oh, okay. So it's not a huge problem. Hero points are not really a resource you need to be hoarding then. It does feel like you get a lot of them even base game, so I thought there was a chance.
Pact forces are gathering to the northeast at Oxbow Island.
Let me look up a spec point wise. Let me look how much points you need per elite spec. Okay. I'm gonna guess, just off rip, probably. I'm gonna say 75. That's my blind guess. It's gonna take about 75 to complete it. Ow, 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 ow. I'm good. 250 for one whole tree. Oh, I was completely out. Completely out. They use a lot more than I expected. So should I save 250? So that as soon as I unlock it, I can just do it. Because that sounds like it'd be a good idea. Let's drop down a couple of these. A couple of these. If you just did all base ones, you don't have anything to spend them on until level 30 anyway. Yeah. I'll save them. You get plenty of them just for leveling up anyway. Plus the fact I'm getting the ones on each of the maps that I do. Yeah. I've got them equipped. I've got the different traits equipped. Hold on a second. Let me just... If I'm over here... You go to... I've got all of these... If this is what you mean, right? These things. I've got them equipped. I didn't have this second one equipped until recently, because I didn't realise I unlocked a second one. Hold on a second. I'm getting attacked. So I feel like I've been going through the game without one of my specializations clicked for like a while. So you bought the other two options for those two axes. Yeah. I bought... Hold on a second. The other two options for those two axes. Right, yeah. I'll have to look into them. And see which one I want to go for. Defeat the Keeper of Light. What? I mean, yeah, sure.
Impressive combination.
Yeah, the third slot opens. You can do the basic, the third of the basic of an elite one. I'm assuming that the assumption is you just do the elite one, right? I assume the elite one's better. I don't like what you... Wait, there's a portal? I didn't even see a portal. Oh, there is a portal. Yeah, I'll go in the portal. Ah, it's fine. Dangerous, smangerous. Ow. Wait, what? What's this? Jumping puzzle? Oh, I mean, I can't end the stream without doing a jumping puzzle. Where is the jumping puzzle? I need to do it, please. What? You can't let me not have my mount. Is it inside here? It's got to be inside here. Cluster of Earth. Appreciate if you didn't attack me. Wait, is this not the jumping puzzle? Is this the Clusters of Earth thing? It's part of it. Okay. Well, I took in its essence and also took a piece of it. Because it allowed me to do both. Can't open a test until you have all three. And I'm guessing like there's there's one that's hidden via a jumping puzzle then. Oh, what's this Aether Blade cache?
Just one more confirmation of how great it is.
Okay, give me a second. I'm just figuring out what this Aether Blade cache is. Aether Blade cache. Obviously, I have to look behind the water wall. There's always something behind a water wall. Oh. Okay. But is this the jumping puzzle? Can I get on top of these trees? I feel like if I can get on top of these trees, I can get on top of these trees. I'm trying to prevent you from doing the hard jumping puzzle. Getting to the... and finding out you can't open, so you have to jump again. Ah! I see. Now, I appreciate that, because it's like, it's not backseating. It's just making sure that your experience isn't soured. And that's the sort of, like, the kind of stuff I appreciate. Boop. So you have earth, need water, then air into our chest. Right, what about fire? Oh, wait, I took fire. Never mind. It took me a second, but I figured out where I got the fire one. It might have been the frickin' flame elemental that... Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. That hurt. Right, let's get this thing. So, next one... I'm assuming this will be the water one. Which makes me worried about the air one, because I imagine that's probably going to be pretty high up. I also don't like that this veteran chromatic orb ooze has got the word transform. That makes me wonder about what it's going to do. Survey the room from up there before you jump down. Got it. Get a survey of the land. Wait, did that thing drop anything cool? He dropped a sword. Take a piece. Right, what are we dealing with here? I'm hoping it's not on top of that tree, but I can't help but notice that there seems to be a way up that tree. Now, how do you get onto that tree, though? Like, here, you can go up. But how do you get from there to there? Well, that's something I gotta figure out. Is the air one up there? Or is that the final area you're supposed to go to? Like, is that the area I should go next? Or is that the final? Yeah, it's up there. Cool. Thank you. That's all I needed. Oh, hello, other person. Didn't expect to see... I kind of thought this place was instanced. No, no, don't take my mount up. Okay. Okay. I can jump that. I don't need my mount. My mount was holding me back. Game, let me get on this route. Oh, there's a bunch of people here. Oh, there's a chest. Is this the chest I can't open? Yeah, cool. This is the chest I can't open. Oh god, now all I can think about is... Imagine if I was in a situation where you hadn't told me that. And I hadn't gotten that water one. What was I supposed to do in that situation? Can I jump that? Can I jump that? Oh, you can jump that. I'm not sure if that's exactly how I was supposed to do it. Okay, summons. If you keep getting in my way, I will start getting annoyed, and I maybe will dismiss you if I learn how the heck you can actually dismiss minions. Okay. Come on, first time it. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. No. What happens if I die from the fall? Where do I respawn? Oh no, I've thought about it. I don't like thinking about that. I don't like thinking... Oh! Why can't this be a solid platform? Is it a solid platform? Yeah, oh, okay. Okay, it's a sort of a solid platform. You beg someone to res you. What if there's no one here? What have I done? What? No. Okay. Okay, you're taunting me, summons there. I noticed that you were on the next platform without me. Why am I sweating more now than when it was blazing hot yesterday? Okay. Is that it? Have I got all the chests? Now diving goggles. Okay. Wait, I got too far away? Do I need to wait for them to appear again? No, there they are. I really hope I'm right. What do these do? I was supposed to do that, right? I was supposed to do that. Now you have the... So you've done it? Yeah, it's different thing, but now you don't have to come back. Wait, do I have to go up for that chest now? Why was it light? Why wasn't it air? Or is light and air synonymous with each other? But like, yours makes more sense. That's the thing. Like, you get 4 elements, and the 4 elements, according to this game, are fire, earth, water, light. What? That's not right. In what, like, mythology is that ever a thing? Like, light's occasionally there, but it's not like the 4th element. It's fire, earth, water, air. And then occasionally there's light and dark, and that's it. Why is there a bunch of people waiting for this chest? What? Wait, what have I missed? What's the last one that I didn't get? Candle of sun. Cancer of this. Cancer of earth. Cancer of... That's a firestone. It's not a cancer. Look at the back of the room opposite the waterfall. Okay. So this was the waterfall. So the room opposite the waterfall. So you mean like over here? That's where I dropped in. Is it here? No. Is it this place? I think there is one back there. It's been a while. Right. Right, let's find this. I'm not opposed to randomly walking around until I find something. In fact, it's how I find most things. That garden looks the most suspicious. We're going over to there. You telling me there's nothing here? I remember I fell in there. I think you can climb the cliff face somehow. I mean, there's some floating rocks here, which sort of imply that you can climb something here. They kind of look like they're jumpable. Okay, I don't know, I can see where you can do it. I can see the climb. I can see the vision. Okay, but we don't need this mount anymore. If I can, like... Look, we'll keep doing the jump. We'll keep doing the jump. We'll get there. Oh. Yeah, we got it. We got it. This might not be the way up. I don't think this is the way up. It very much feels like it is, but me and this other guy do not seem to be able to do it. Let me have a zoom out again. Let's have a zoom out look at this. This feels like you're supposed to get up there. Unless... Is there like a side cave that I'm supposed to come in from? Is there like an underwater thing here? Ooh, a cave. That's it. It's this way. Never mind, I'm a genius. I'm an absolute genius. A visionary, revolutionary. I don't think I can make that jump. Yes, it is indeed right. Thank gosh for these mushrooms. Could you imagine if they had grown differently? We'd be screwed here. Is he... Oh, I was kind of hoping that guy was still down at the bottom. I guess I don't know if it's a guy. That person was still at the bottom. So maybe this is air. Are the four elements... I guess, is light supposed to be fire? Oh, you're at work doing this. I didn't realise that. Hey, everybody has those days. Everyone in the workplace has those days where they just don't do anything. Everyone's allowed them. As long as on average you're doing enough work, it's fine to have those days. Because equally you'll have those days where you have like you've done a load of stuff. This is the one of wind. Yeah. Mine normally happen as soon as the boss decides that they're going to leave early. Because when they leave early, I just feel like, well, what's the point in me... It doesn't feel right for me to be staying if you're leaving early. I'm taking... Okay, we did get it. Then we leave. Running like... today, and then took half day, so... Yeah, that's fair. See, that's not too bad, because they've decided... I'm assuming here... Oh, I'm gonna die. Screw it. Do it. Revive me. Please. I'm begging you. Thank you. You see, that's not too bad. Because I'm assuming they've actually taken a holiday. Like, they've taken it as a holiday. What my manager does is they go... I just don't feel like doing the rest of this day. And just decide to take, like, 2 hours... Go home 2 hours early. And there's nothing in... Like, they can do what they want, right? But... It's not great for morale. Can I jump this? You can. You can. Okay, this time I have all the elements. Fire. Well, light. Water. Earth. Lightning? No, air. There was air. I got a rifle. A gem. Okay, I'm going to be completely honest. That's not an insanely good thing to be getting. But you know what it is? It is an insanely good time to end the stream. I hope everybody's had a good time. Thank you for being in here and just talking. It's been really fun just to have somebody to riff off, I guess. And no, I really appreciate it. Honestly, talking it through, some of the stuff with the filler words and like how to, in like being in business, sort of being in the business world has been really, really helpful for me. I hope everybody has a good weekend. And I'll see you when I see you.